As of right now, I have officially released 4 Pacific videos, all of which I highly suggest that you guys should watch. If you did, you can recall in one of my videos I talked about a possible Pacific campaign being in China. In this episode, I'll explain why Enlisted needs China, and why it's good for Enlisted, the community, and for everyone in general. My name is Napoleon, and let's get started with the video. Like with all my thoughts and suggestions videos, let's start with some history about China in the Second World War, or for China's the Second Sino-Japanese War in 1937. Prior, China was a warring states against pretty much each other, most notably with the communists led by Mao Zedong and the quote-unquote central government led by Chiang Kai-shek. When the war began, both sides agreed to basically stop fighting against each other, although small skirmishes were common, and they were at best a rocky start. At first, the Japanese would take massive areas of land, and most of China's most important cities like Shanghai, Nanjing, Wuhan, Guangzhou, and a few other were taken. However, as time went on, Japan would find itself bogged down in China with around 50% of all its troops at any given time deployed in China. Needless to say, China was a major player in World War II. They were the only ones that defended land successfully when the British lost Singapore, the American lost the Philippines, France lost French Indochina. Its battles were even more brutal than the most major ones in Europe. Case in point, at the Battle of Hanyang in 1944, Japanese troops would use the bodies of their fallen comrades to build a 15-meter ramp to attack the city, with Chinese defenders being equally as desperate. Therefore, in terms of brutality and fun, and when I mean fun, I literally mean brutality in terms of game-wise, I don't mean fun in terms of literally killing people in real life. That's not fun, that's literally called war. And war is never fun unless it's a game. With that said, let's talk about why adding China is a must. The first reason why Enlisted needs China is because of all the reasons Enlisted needs the money. As of right now, China is probably the most populous country in the world, and having a game or campaign set in China would increase the player count, especially for those in China. And with increasing the player count, I don't think I need to explain why that would increase the money that Enlisted will be getting. Also, it is not just Chinese players who want to see a Chinese campaign, it is almost everybody, because Enlisted is going to cover an aspect of history that is rarely covered. Hence, more people interested, the better. Another reason why is that a potential Pacific campaign isn't going to be fair, at least in terms of weapons. In terms of weapons, in a Pacific campaign, let's say Iwo Jima or most possibly Guadalcanal, the United States will dominate 75% of the time just in terms of weapons. That is, unless Enlisted breaks history, which I hope not they don't. For a Chinese campaign, they don't have to break history because both sides are equally matched in terms of weapons. During the battles of Wuhan, Shanghai, and Changsha, both sides were equally matched in terms of weapons, with most of those battles being early game. That means you can still get bolt-action rifles, and, well, some machine guns are not really that developed yet, and nor are light machine guns. Therefore, I believe Enlisted can use a Chinese campaign to give us a fair campaign where we will not get mowed down by PPSH-41s or FG-42s. As a matter of fact, Enlisted can use a Chinese campaign to test the Pacific campaign, which obviously at this point it sounds like it's a joke because Enlisted already pretty much have given us Guadalcanal. With that said, I'm really interested in a potential Chinese campaign. Other stuff include early war, considering the fact that all these major battles in China can start from 1937, whereas World War I officially started in September the 1st, 1939. But yeah, Enlisted should really add China because it has a lot of things going for it, and I'm really interested in seeing a Chinese campaign. Honestly, like, China did a lot of contributions, it played a major role in Enlisted. A lot of people don't know about that, and that is part of the reason why I would like to see a potential Chinese campaign in Enlisted. But that said, guys, have a great day, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the Discord, and I'll see you in the next one. Now, before you leave, I would like to thank you very much for watching this video. I would be honored if you could like and subscribe to the channel. Remember, more videos are coming out, so it is a good idea to click on that notification button. Anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.